귀신 ssinarak 까먹는 소리.
Imagine hearing this sound in the dead of night. Scratch, scratch, click, click. Suddenly, a cold hand grabs your shoulder from behind. Your grandmother looks at you through the shadows and whispers, "Don't go closer. That might be a ghost eating our rice seeds." Today, millions of people in Korea still use that exact midnight ghost to describe one specific thing, absolute pure nonsense. The phrase they say is "Gwisin ssinarak kka-meok-neun sori." To understand the visual shock of this phrase, you have to dissect what these words actually mean. First, Gwisin means a ghost, but not a friendly one. A restless spirit lingering in the dark. Next, ssinarak means rice seeds, not just food, but the precious unpeeled crops saved for next year's harvest. In an ancient agricultural society, these seeds were the line between life and death. Finally, kka-meok-neun sori is the sharp clicking noise, made when peeling a hard seed shell with your teeth. So when a Korean hears a politician making empty promises or an online guru pitching a shady financial scam, they look them dead in the eye and say, "Stop making the sound of an invisible phantom secretly chewing on our life-saving seeds in a dark closet." But why? Why on earth did ancient humans connect a terrifying supernatural entity to a wooden bucket of rice? To this day, nobody knows exactly how, when, or where this incredible expression truly began. The historical records are silent. This phrase never appeared in official documents written by kings or scholars. It lived in the shadows, passed down through generations of ordinary common people who knew exactly what it felt like to be cold, hungry, and afraid of the dark. And when we look closely at the folklore, there are two fascinating theories that attempt to solve this ancient mystery. The first explanation is grounded in practical human survival and the terrifying tricks our minds play on us when we are deeply afraid. In the utter silence of the ancient countryside before electricity, the night was a silent canvas. The sound of something tiny, sharp, and persistent cracking open hard. Rice husks in the darkness was a genuine acoustic riddle. It was too quiet to be a human robber, but too consistent to be ignored. One practical explanation is that the sound may have come from field mice, insects, or other small creatures, chewing through the storage boxes to get to the grain. But centuries ago, in a world where the boundary between the living and the dead felt incredibly thin, the human brain absolutely hated mystery. When it encounters a sound it cannot visually verify in the darkness, it often turns the unknown into stories and symbols. That tiny, unrecognizable scratching noise became the sound of an invisible spirit, whispering in the corner. Another compelling theory comes from traditional Korean shamanic beliefs. In some interpretations of these ancient spiritual paths, the unclear, distorted sounds of spirits were imagined as muffled murmurs and low-pitched, crackling whispers, rather than clear human speech. Old oral traditions noted that this creepy, unintelligible spirit whispering sounded remarkably similar to the faint, sharp, clicking noise of teeth, peeling a rice seed in a completely silent room. Click, click, whisper, whisper. It was the sound of a voice that carried no real meaning, a message you could hear but never truly understand. So, whether the sound originally came from mice, hiding in the wooden floorboards, or a psychological projection of a restless spirit in the dark, the core meaning evolved into the exact same thing. It was an unrecognizable, annoying, and completely untrustworthy sound that carried zero real value. But this isn't just a quirky piece of ancient Korean trivia. When you pull back the cultural layers, it reveals something deeply profound about global human nature. Think about the English language for a moment. When an American hears pure nonsense, they might call it mumbo-jumbo. Intriguingly, language historians note that mumbo-jumbo originally derived from a Western African cultural term, mama jumbo, a masked ritual figure whose chants and sacred words were entirely unintelligible to outsiders. Over centuries of global contact, shifting languages, and cultural migration, that sacred but misunderstood concept eventually evolved into modern English, slang for words that carry no meaning. The parallel across human history is absolutely stunning. On opposite sides of the planet, thousands of miles apart, completely different cultures independently connected. The concept of incomprehensible nonsense to mysterious otherworldly entities. Across many cultures, humans often turn the unknown into stories and symbols. When someone speaks to us in words that carry no truth, our brains perceive that nonsense, not just as bad information, but as an acoustic distortion. It is a fundamental malfunction in human connection. It is a ghostly static. We live in a modern world of concrete, steel, and glass now. We don't guard premium rice seeds in dark wooden sheds anymore, and we don't fear the shadows of the night the way our ancestors did. But even though our tools have advanced, the core human experience has never changed. The scams changed, the politics changed, the technology changed, but the utter, soul-crushing frustration of listening to pure nonsense remains identical across centuries and oceans. So, the next time someone tries to sell you an impossible dream on the internet, or a fake online guru tries to pitch you a foolproof, get-rich-quick scheme, or a politician completely dodges a straight question, don't just get angry. Don't just tell them to cut the BS. Take a deep breath. Think of that dark, completely silent storage room from hundreds of years ago. Think of that creepy, tiny scratching noise echoing in the pitch-black corner, and realize that some things never change that person. Standing in front of you isn't speaking the truth. They aren't sharing wisdom. They are just whispering in the dark, trying to feed your mind nothing but ghostly static. If you want to continue this journey with us, unearthing the hidden mysteries, dark histories, and deep human stories buried within unique cultures all around the world, make sure to hit that subscribe button for the next episode. Until next time, keep your eyes wide open, protect your mind from the noise, and whatever you do, don't listen to the ghosts.
귀신 ssinarak 까먹는 소리.
Bye!